everyone. I'm Sasha, okay? I haven't actually, I was teaching this morning. This feels like a class. This will be nice. I would love to teach a class like this. So let's talk about a world without nature. What would that look like? Try to imagine it. What do you see? A virtual world, perhaps? One that does not really exist. A video reality, 24/7 Facebook, like, nothing. Think about the universe. Endless, open, expansive, yet even out in space. The stars, the comets, the velocity of the planets spinning, that's nature. What am I talking about? We can't really escape it. It's everywhere. The trees, the birds, the bugs, your skin, your blood, the buildings, the bum on the sidewalk, the highway, the ocean, the salt in your tears. It's nothing but nature. It's all derived from earthly material. Us, it, them. So how can we even imagine a world without nature? I'm talking about a predominant sense of nature that has influenced our culture and society since it doesn't really matter. We are here now, regardless. So I'll skip that part about the ancient cultural shift from a matrilineal to a patrilineal society. Look it up. For now, let's focus on this. This sense that nature is over there. Nature is sweet. Nature is pure, precious, to be protected. That's the kind of nature our world must destroy. Destroy the bucolic fantasy, the back-to-earth, vegan hippie mushroom house, Ted Kaczynski, self-imposed exile kind of nature. However appealing, aesthetically and ethically it might seem, this kind of nature is killing us. Nature is killing us. Is everyone following me? Nature be damned. Down with nature. No, now I'm playing with syntax. If you could read my notes, you'd realize nature thus far has been capitalized. Now there's a double entendre if you've ever heard one. Nature, capitalized. It's an idea, an ideal actually, an illusion, or more succinctly a fantasy created by humans to help us cope with the guilt. More on that infernal guilt later. But it's hard to let go of a fantasy, much harder than it is accepting a reality, in fact, because it means that there is nothing else but this place. Us, the trees, the birds, the bugs, dirt, the laundry, the oil rigs, the icebergs, the plastic gyres, polar bears, gray whales, phytoplankton, flowers, dogs, guns, shit, the stars, the ocean, the air. There is no better other place. Hi, welcome. We are here. But you might already know this deeply in your gut. Sometimes I get this feeling, this kind of dark knowing, it makes me separate my trash. Sometimes I don't even eat pork. But it lingers, this feeling, and it won't ever go away because we are all connected. Everything is everything. Our bodies, our minds are of the same stuff as the animals around us. There is no special human DNA. There is just DNA. A few variables. And we get a pig, a chimp, or a human. Oh. And all this runs on the same minerals and sunlight as the plants and trees. So connected, so connected. How can I ever feel lonely in this interconnected mesh of life? See, it's the loneliness that makes me know I'm connected. I can feel my space for an instant separate from you, from the sea, from the clouds. the trees, the solar system. That's perhaps another fantasy we need to dispense with. We are not, cannot be, really ever alone. To feel alone is to feel the connection. So now what? Here we are, in a world without nature. The dream is over. That lover you had last night, take a look in the mirror, my friend. Hey, nothing wrong with a little self-love, right? Until it's wrong, until it keeps you from seeing all the love around you. And I don't want to lead you down some apocalyptic, zombie-infested wormhole, though that might be entertaining. The new ecology must move beyond the apocalypse. The mesh does not recognize the apocalypse. Even though it brings us great pleasure to have our burdens lifted in some cinematic cleaning of the slate, that's yet another fantasy we need to relinquish if we want to evolve. Somehow it's easier to imagine the apocalypse and the end of capitalism as we know it. It's easier to accept global warming than the demise of the global markets, judging by the swift and collective international response of the massive bank fail of 2008. Those of you lucky enough to be too young to remember, essentially markets made a big giant bet and lost. This is surely a horrible generalization, but what ended up happening is a total global freeze on lending. And it's lending that makes the world go round. It's that imbalance that keeps it spinning on its axis after all. Desire, fear, dread, keep the fantasy alive. Extraction, extinction, burn, baby, burn. How did we get to this? Why do we carry this burden, the psychic weight of our civilization? We feel this now, this deep, dark ecology, because we know. We understand, and once we know, we cannot unknow. We are changed, but we still have a choice to make. We can continue to drink the late capitalist Kool-Aid, or we can stop, wake up, and perform a new ecology, one that reflects a more integrated planetary existence, one that holds ecology as the pivot point for human and extra-human progress and survival. Now allow me to speak briefly about an ongoing project, the New Urban Naturalists. We support the development of deeper interspecies relationships as a means toward planetary, environmental, and societal stability. Let us dispense of this idea of nature as other. Nature is us. Nature is them, her, him, those, you, me. The New Urban Naturalists are an open source art hiking club. We want to make people more aware of the mesh, make us feel the relationships we have with beings and things that we live with and depend on. Because ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, undeniably, scientifically, all of us are clinging to a rock, hurtling through space. To summarize, art will be instrumental in bringing on the shift that is needed to change our collective course. Not commercial art, or biennial art, or exclusive museum donor art. We need street art. We need basket art. We need ecological art, gorilla art, goose art, cat art, a non-hierarchical art. We need to harness our collective dread and release it. Let go of the fantasies about some other better place, or some purifying end of days. It's a waste of time to talk about the apocalypse because it already happened. Didn't you see the movie? So I'll end with this. A little meditation. I know that was probably a lot. If I could ask you just to relax, close your eyes if you like. And breathe deeply in and out. Let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Now picture a tree. It's a healthy tree. Its roots are growing ever deeper into a new ecological thought. A new mind that makes decisions based on the benefits of all of Earth's inhabitants. Feel the energy of the sun run down the column of your neck, glimmer and spark in your chest, cooling through your veins, warming your legs, your knees, and your toes, down to your roots, growing deeper into a new ecological thought, a new collective mind, a forest mind. A forest is an open system. External factors become internal. Rings of influence multiply, unfolding and folding into the system, spreading, contracting, expanding, rippling out, forever, beyond words, beyond species, beyond knowing, beyond meaning. There is no end.